With rain continuing throughout the night, high water levels will keep threatening Memphis and surrounding communities. And the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Memphis District provided some insight on the recent flooding and its potential impact on our area. Forced to navigate flooded streets and tunnels, and many of you may be asking tonight, well, where does all that water go? Well, the answer is down the drain to a creek, and ideally, it eventually makes its way to the Mississippi River.
The tributaries to the Mississippi, like the Wolf and Loosatchee, St. Francis, those tributaries, we are a little bit more concerned as we're seeing quite a bit of rainfall fall over some of those smaller river systems.
The Corps reassured us that Memphis and the surrounding areas will be okay, but they've warned us about those creeks, streams, and tributaries in our backyards. We've certainly seen some of the effects of that already today. They urge Memphians, stay in if you can, avoid high water, keep up to date on flash flood warnings, and stay aware of potential weather before it hits your area. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Now we turn it over to Trevor Burchett.
All right, a peek outside on this rainy Saturday evening. Yes, the rain is still coming down as we take a look over downtown Memphis. It is much cooler now. That is a surefire sign that the cold front that's been teasing us back and forth for about 4 days has finally come through. That's the reason we had all that active weather, is that front was stuck right over us. But now that cooler weather is coming in, it definitely shows us that that front has passed through and the worst of the weather is on the way out. Rain is continuing for pretty much everybody right now, but the severe weather threat is over. There are still some strong storms down in northeast Mississippi. That's down near the Tupelo area, so well south of Corinth and then well east of Oxford. And those storms are moving away from us, so we do not have to worry about those anymore. Dozens of storm reports across the Mid-South in the last 24 hours. I would try to go through all of them, but it would take quite a while. A lot of reports of flooding, water rescues, folks trapped in their homes, in addition to some wind damage. There is the wider view of that storm system. Rain for a broad portion of the southeast from Kentucky through Tennessee back to us in Memphis. But there's the back edge of it. The final round of rain is pushing through. And this will finally wrap up. Again, I am so thrilled to say that our 4-day severe weather marathon is finally over. I mentioned this a couple of times while we were doing. I just added it up. Over 30 hours of continuous coverage over that 4 days. I've lived here 26 years, and I've never seen a situation like this where we have catastrophic severe weather and reported tornadoes 4 days in a row. And I think you will join me when I say I hope we do not see it again for a while. Pulled a couple of numbers. I managed to do this in the last couple of minutes. Over the last 4 days, the Memphis National Weather Service issued 93 tornado warnings in the last 4 days. And so far in Memphis, in total, over those 4 days, almost a foot of rain, and it's still raining out there now. Showers do continue overnight. Again, there will be no more severe weather. You can rest easy tonight. This might be the first 8 hours of sleep I've gotten in 4 days, and I think it might be for a lot of you as well. You don't have to sleep with any alarms on, anything like that. We'll see some rain continue with some rumbles of thunder, but the severe weather is over. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, most of the rain will be done. There could be a few showers early in the day. You might wake up to a little bit of light rain or drizzle, but by the time we get to the afternoon, most of that rain is going to be out of here. So again, showers will continue overnight tonight, a couple of rumbles of thunder, but there is no more severe weather in the forecast. A little cool though. Temperatures in the 50s overnight. We'll actually stay in the 50s throughout the day tomorrow. Pretty cool day for the first week of April. We'll be in the mid-50s tomorrow afternoon. Again, some showers in the morning, but the rain will end by tomorrow afternoon. Flooding could still be a concern, though, as that water starts to kind of run off into those small drainage ditches and canals. That could cause that water to continue to rise just a little bit, even after the rain stops. So keep an eye out on some of that flooding tomorrow. Again, showers early in the morning, but after that, next week looks much better. Just a slight chance of showers on Thursday. So showers will end tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, we're dry. Cool though, high of 58. And again, flooding could continue in some spots tomorrow as everything kind of drains down into those creeks and canals. Sunshine to start the week, cool with 60s Monday and Tuesday, 67 with sunshine on Wednesday. Slight chance of a couple of showers on Thursday, but the sunshine returns in full force and a much needed, much deserved for all of us beautiful weekend ahead. Friday and Saturday look great with highs in the 70s.
Recovery operations just getting started following this week's devastating storms, and volunteer crews are bringing critical relief to storm victims. Storm damaging 24 structures, tearing off roofs, destroying sheds, devastating yards, and completely leveling some houses. Workers rescued personal items while others remained beyond salvation. Ethan Witt traveled all the way from Florida after learning about the destruction. He and his group crisscrossed the country without charging victims, offering critical cleanup assistance when communities need it most. Witt commits his team to recovering and cleaning everything possible for devastated Lake City residents.
You never know how to express it to people because it's, until you see it, you just can't grasp it. And for these people, this could be the worst moment of their life, and so we just try and come in and be a blessing to them and raise them up a little bit.
As cleanup efforts continue, people are encouraged to be on alert as there's still a possibility for more flooding this weekend in Lake City. Still to come, weather threats bringing out the area's unsung heroes, how one teenager decided to save his community. And we're covering the Capitol, how some new bills are affecting your child supports when we come back.